would like to talk.
Okay.
However you want. If you want to stand up there, we'll turn you
So
to
the question is what will get recorded?
Right here, I think where you are right now is perfect, if you don't mind standing there. Or
Okay.
I can turn the camera.
or you can pull up the chair, you can sit. It's whatever you
All right, well, let's just see, okay. Hi, good morning. My name is James Krause. I live at 21 Heights Road, Stony Point, New York. Thank you for the opportunity to comment on this pilot proposal. I'd like to start off with two general comments. I'm a little concerned that this commentary should be scheduled at a more convenient time for citizens. This should be in the evening, so more taxpayers can attend and provide input. I'm retired, so at 9:30 in the morning, which is on Tuesday, which is today, I could be here, and I am here, obviously, but I would encourage that future commentaries on this pilot or any other idea project be in the evening. Also, a copy of the proposal should be more accessible to the public. It should be online, and one should not be required to go to New City or other places to get a copy of the proposal. Given our modern technology, that's a small thing. Now I'm going to comment more directly on the pilot. My family has lived in Stony Point for 100 years. I have lived here for 50 years. We have always paid the full amount of our property taxes. I see no reason why this corporation, this business, should get a single penny reduction in its property taxes through approval of any pilot, especially for a period which I believe would be 30 years long. We should all pay our fair and full share of property taxes. The purpose of a pilot, that's what this is. This is basically a payment in lieu of taxes. So it's basically a tax abatement. The word payment means you're going to pay, but it means you're going to pay less than the full amount of your property tax. So everybody should understand that. The purpose of a pilot, and there are quite a few that I've been familiar with, is to encourage a new business to enter the town, to encourage and increase employment opportunities, local employment opportunities for local residents, to encourage economic activity, which benefits our town, Stony Point. It provides a fixed, agreed upon tax payment so a new business understands its taxes and can decide to move into Stony Point and establish a business. It gives them some stability over time. That is the function of a pilot. This pipeline meets none of these criteria. It does not benefit Stony Point in any way. It transports electricity from Canada, and I believe this is a Canadian-controlled company, to Queens, New York City. So it merely transports this electricity. There are some environmental issues, which I won't discuss, about the hydropower in Canada and the use of the river where most of this pipeline is going to go. Stony Point gets no electricity from this line, not a single watt. No permanent jobs, and tremendous inconvenience when it is installed down our main business route, Route 9W, Liberty Avenue. Who knows how much traffic the tie-ups will be when this is installed? Who knows how many school bus delays we will have and general difficulty during this construction period. So we get a lot of disadvantage in the short term and no advantage in the long term. The best recent, excuse me, the best recent parallel to this electric pipeline, which is what we're talking about, this chippy line, is the Algonquin gas pipeline. This pipeline, which passes through Tompkins Cove, provides gas, natural gas supply to other towns. It does not provide anything to Stony Point. It is just a gas pipeline moving natural gas to other towns. So in that sense, these two projects, and the Algonquin project, I think, was installed about 4 or 5 years ago. These two projects, in a sense, do the same thing. They bring energy from far away to towns, and in the process, delivery system, the pipelines in one case, the electric line in the Chippy case, passes through Stony Point or Tompkins Cove, the same taxing jurisdiction, underground. The Algonquin gas pipeline never requested a pilot, made no attempt to reduce its property taxes, was installed with some inconvenience to the community, as I recall. This pipeline is the town's largest single taxpayer. I repeat, the Algonquin gas pipeline is Stony Point's largest single taxpayer. These are similar projects. They should be treated the same way for tax purposes. This pilot, which is requested, should not be granted, I hereby request the town of Stony Point not to approve this pilot, not to demand that the taxpayers lose the revenue which they would get from this project, from this business, and that in general is what I'm concerned about. I have another comment as well. Since I strongly recommend that the town reject this pilot proposal, I won't spend much of my comments on the oddity of this specific proposal. Unlike almost any pilot, and I am familiar with some of them, this pilot starts off at a lower tax reduction and increases over the years, meaning the percentage of taxes they pay or are proposing to pay, and it's a percentage of the total they should pay, the percentage of taxes that they are proposing to pay is higher at the beginning of, I believe, this 30-year proposal. Usually pilots start off lower, because as I said earlier, the goal is to encourage business. They're not sure about how well they'll do financially, so the agreement is they propose to pay a lower percentage of their taxes, and then as the business succeeds, hopefully, they increase the amount of the percentage till eventually they hit 100%, which is what all our homeowners pay, 100%. So this is a very strange pilot, and the way it works is they are proposing that they will pay less as the years go on. That makes no sense, but this is just the sideline of what we're discussing. They should have stability. They should know as this continues that they're making more money along the way, and therefore even the structure of the pilot doesn't make a lot of sense in terms of how pilots are normally structured. In conclusion, and I thank you for the opportunity to speak, I urge that the town completely reject this pilot proposal. Thank you very much.